So today we're talking about fertility and period tracking apps. So stay tuned if you want to continue to hear about it, my experiences with them, and how I conceived. Hey family, and welcome back to our channel. The Tay Marie and come on. The Tay Marie. He ready, y'all. Y'all, he dirty. Baby channel. Yay! He just finished eating. Yay! So today we're talking about fertility and period tracking apps. So stay tuned if you want to continue to hear about it, my experiences with them, and how I conceived. Look at him. He want to just get up here and listen, little boy. He not gonna let me be great, y'all. He not gonna let me be great. So I just want to say a disclaimer. This is my honest opinion. I use all three of these apps for various reasons. They each serve a purpose for me in my TTC journey. And so, yes. And I hope that... Let me pause for the call. Okay, y'all. I'm back. So, I use all three of these apps for different purposes. Overall, the apps are very similar. They each offer, you know, it tracks your symptoms, tracks your mood, it tracks some form of ovulation test. It tracks some form of pregnancy test. They all, you know, ask you about, you know, basic stuff. So basically they are similar in that way, but I'm going to tell you the differences and why I use three instead of just using one. So the first app I'm talking about is Flow. Now, I still use Flow to this day, and the reason why I do that is because Flow is the most accurate at tracking my ovulation, my periods, and all that. I mean, I have sporadic periods, and it has been on point just about, you know. The more you use all of these apps, though, the more they can adjust to your situation and be more accurate. But Flow has been the most accurate consistently. So that is why I use, still to this day, the Flow app. Now, I do not like it for purposes of trying to conceive, as far as certain things. It doesn't have a whole lot. I do see that they offer a whole lot of things. They have a paid subscription. All of these have a paid subscription. But I only strictly use the free services on all three apps. And to me, they're just as good as the paid. But it's your preference. So the Flow was the reason why I did use Flow is because, like I said before, it is very accurate. So that's what it served its purpose for as far as my TTC journey. I used Premom. Now, during this time, it was 2018. It is currently 2021, so I'm sure they have developed more since the time I was using it. They were brand new, starting out with that app service around the time I started using the Premom app. So it was kind of like they were in their beginning stages. I use the Premom app strictly because I use their OPKs, and so I wanted to use both the OPKs and the app to get a better chance of conceiving or more accurate of testing my ovulation strips. Now, the Flow did not offer testing. It didn't offer. So Flow does not offer where you can take a picture of your OPK and or your ovulation test and put it in the app. Take a picture of it, put it in the app, and the app will give you an indication if you are fertile, not fertile, about to be fertile, whatever. It did not offer that. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Premom was in its early development stages, so I did not get a chance to experience the full app as I wanted to. It was just developing. It was new. It wasn't all that funky like it is now. I think they upgraded. I know they had upgraded at least once since I had used it. So I know it's probably much better now. So that's the reason why I didn't really stick with that one. I actually used that as my backup app to check my OPKs, because you know how we have lion eyes. We'd be like, okay, I think I'm ovulating. I think it's darker. So I would just double check and put it in the app. Take a picture, put it in the app, and see what the app says. And that leads me to one of my favorite apps for many various reasons. So the next app that I used, the third app that I used, was called the Glow app. GLOW. Now I like that app a lot because I liked all the things that it in the free version. I like all the things it offered. It offered so much, or it does offer so much. So one of the things that I love was the same thing that I love about the Premom app was you can take a picture, put your ovulation or your pregnancy test into the app, and the app will the Premom, it will tell you if it's a positive or negative. But you must have good lighting. Make sure your lighting is good, because sometimes your angles can be off and it give you an inaccurate reading. Well, at least for me, that's what was the case. So but yeah, I really did love that I could use those features for free. I just like the way they organized it. I like the way they kept your information from month to month. You can go back and check. Even right now, if I download it again, I can go back and check my stuff and see. I know the exact dates with all this stuff. I really do like that. The exact dates when I ovulated, or when it was peak season, peak time, or not peak, or I just really loved how they keep all your information. Another thing that I really did love about that app is you can add your partner. So you can add your partner, and once you put your information in, it'll notify your partner that it's ovulation time. So your partner will know, okay, it's time to baby dance. It's ovulation time. So me and my ex-husband at the time, we use that app. It's just awesome. And you can, and at any time you can delete your partner if anybody's wondering about that. You can delete that also. But yeah, I loved it for that reason. Y'all, my son is on. Get down, little boy. Get down. Get down. Sorry about that. Also, another major thing that I loved about the Glow app is the Glow app grows with you. So once I'm just gonna. The Glow app grows with you. Once I became pregnant, they offered a Glow pregnancy. I love that app as well. And then once I had my son, it offers a Glow baby. And those apps really come in handy. So getting back to the regular Glow app, they offer communities. So you can join different communities, boards, with your situation. So if you are, they have communities like trying to conceive through IVF, trying to conceive in your 30s, trying to conceive in your 40s, trying to conceive with PCOS. They offer a variety, and all of that was free. And as I said before, it grows with you. So the community, as you change to different apps, the alpha. Excuse me, I'm doing a video. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. This boy is so unprofessional. But they offer the apps to I mean, not the apps, I'm sorry, communities. Even as, like, when I was pregnant, you know, there was a group with my due date, so I joined the group August 2019, babies, because my due date was August 6th, 2019. So I joined that group, you know, support and this and that third. I mean, they have prayer groups in there for people who's been trying to conceive. They have the stories, the success stories. I mean, I just really loved that app. Because it was my first time having a baby. It showed me all the developments of the baby. I mean, listen, it still sends me updates for my son about how old he is and how he's growing and what he should be doing. So I really love that app because it grows with you in your situation. And those are all free tools. So, I mean, you have support in the app, in the Glow app. So if I were to choose, the reason why I say, like, I still stick with the Flow, which is FLO, tracking ovulation app, is because it's more accurate for me in my situation, because my cycle varies, and so that is the most accurate. And I would recommend that for people who have PCOS, because a lot of times, a lot of people ask the question, how can I accurately track my ovulation if it's not my periods are not consistent? Or if I have PCOS, because a lot of people are like, well, how did you track your ovulation with OPKs if you have PCOS? Because you get a false reading with those. I didn't get false readings. Every time it said that I ovulated, I actually did ovulate. So every time I would see the darker line, I might insert a few pictures to show you what I mean, and some of the apps, from the apps.